Hey, this is Big Papa Pump Scott's Diner.
Yes, it is me, Gerald the Poupée.
Hey, this is Joe Gatto.
Well, hello there. It's me, Harold the Puppet.
This is Eric Young.
This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Ardano, and you are listening to Shootin' Poop.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Johners Podcasting Network proudly presents the most electrifying podcast in the world. This is Shootin' Shit with your host, the 5-star trivia machine, the tripod DDJ, the one and only Silver Wolf, Sean Thomas, the Pacific Island Playboy, the premier, Joey K. And I, of course, am the hot one, Giovanni Tuhati. We are the New Age Outlaws of podcasting with one mission: to entertain you marks with our hilarious takes on pro wrestling. Now, grab your spandex.
Dude, why are you... Wait. Why are you in Joey K's living room?
I was thinking the same thing, man.
You know what, man? Fuck it. I had a whole thing cut off. Roll the film, DDJ. Roll the film. Got 2 words for you, man.
Hi, Mark.
Bro.
Damn it. I'll fix
What
it.
the fuck?
Okay. Hold on. Here we go. I got it now.
I'm getting tired of that fucking music. Where did he go? This guy.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, dude.
Of course. You wearing your 316 on these.
Day, you motherfuckers.
Hey, don't scratch my fucking belt, dude.
I'm getting tired of that music, man. I'm getting tired of a lot of things. Get tired of getting cut off, number one. Get tired of us.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just confused.
Getting tired of us not being able to play the right freaking video. But it's okay. It's 316 Day. You guys know what Austin Day. We'll touch on that a little later. We've got a good show this week, man. We're going to try to keep the tripod out of it as much as possible, but fuck it. Where are we going to start tonight?
I don't know. I thought we were just going to bring up DDJ's girth certificate he's got for that fucking anaconda flopping on the ground.
Yeah.
That title belt fit around it, or is it not big enough?
Well, he's starting to do. Dude, you know he's stretching out. You know, he's doing other things too. They just started again, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So you all are trying to tell me, when we're talking, before we start recording, and you're all like, "Oh, it's not always about you." Yet what? The first 45 seconds to a minute talking about the size of my package?
Yeah.
The total package Lex Luger. Yeah, he's a great wrestler, dude. Happy we can keep it wrestling today.
But if anything, time tells it'll shrink down eventually, just like the total package, Lex Luger.
All right, Javon, let's get us back on track here.
And I'm sure a stroke will be involved.
Big Papa Stump up in the corner there.
Oh my God. How long have you been saving that one?
I've been working on these for days. I just gonna keep throwing them out randomly.
All
Continue
right.
the show.
To all you other
Oh,
genetic
shit.
freaks out there like
All right.
DDJ, we're gonna talk about a little bit of wrestling this week, man. Let's get in with this Bray Wyatt rumors, guys. There's I don't know, is he sick? Is he not healthy? Does he not want to work? What the fuck's up with Bray Wyatt? Who knows?
I don't, dude. I just from the stuff that I've read, and I've been trying to like find anything different from what I've been hearing. I mean, it just depends on who you talk to or what you're reading. I mean, we all know not to listen to Meltzer because 50% of his shit it's made up, and the other 50% is just a guess. So, and I know the math adds up on that. It's Steiner math, but it's accurate. I kind of feel like, dude, maybe it's just I really do think it's more of a mental thing with him. I mean, he's talked about his issues in the past, and dude, as somebody that struggles with that kind of stuff, which I do, social anxiety and all that other crap that I deal with, dude, sometimes you just got to take a step back and figure out what you're doing. I mean, there's obviously something going on with him. There's always seems to be these interruptions in what should be a pretty remarkable career. We all love the guy, and we all love pretty much everything that he's ever done. Maybe we don't love it as much as other stuff he's done, but everything the guy does is gold. So I'm just kind of hoping this is a situation where he's just kind of taking a break and stepping back. Like from what I've read, the plans are still in place for him to be at Mania against Lashley. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
See, and it stinks because, like Sean just said, we're all fans of Bray Wyatt. Like, you know, since I first got wind of going all the way back to, you know, the pending debut of the Bray Wyatt character in NXT, that had me hooked back then. And then when he was getting brought up to the main roster, they were getting brought up to the main roster. I'm like, and I remember being all excited and, you know, telling my wife about it and stuff and that. And hell, even like I want to say the following year, 2014, my 1 year anniversary gift from my wife was I got to meet Bray Wyatt and Paige at a comic convention. And
what year was that?
Huh?
What year was that?
2014.
2014. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was still innocent Paige back then. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh my god! But I mean, he was him getting there. He didn't get there. He was like way late to his signing and like the photo meeting, the photo op and stuff. But he had numerous like flight delays and stuff. But when he got there, dude, he was running up and down the line, high fiving everybody, and just looked like he was really happy to be there and stuff. And it's just. You always see these things, about how happy they are, and then you see these things about mental illness, and it's one of those things that's scary because there's no identifying feature or anything like that. It's all an internal thing, and it's scary because you never know when these things are going on with people unless they sit there and tell you, hey, this is what's going on, and it's a shame because Bray Wyatt is like super talented. I mean, he his creativity, just the effort he's put into these characters, and he's very much into that and stuff. And it's just if it's a mental issue, first and foremost, we all hope if that's the case, that he gets the help that he needs, and because we keep him around and stuff. And it's a shame that this stuff is coming up around this time because, again, we're only a couple weeks out from WrestleMania, and it's tragic because I'm sure we would have gotten if he ends up not being there, we'll miss out on probably what would have been a pretty damn cool, entrance and stuff. But I think one of the things that I think we need to also talk about when we're talking about this is the guy he was supposed to face, and that's Bobby Lashley, because yeah, all this stuff is going on, and you kind of feel for Bobby Lashley because, he's all in his, like ready to face Bray Wyatt. I'm sure this wasn't his idea. I mean, hell, I don't think any of us were really, super thrilled when that this was announced. I know I was pretty much hoping that we were going to get one more Lesnar Lashley match and stuff. But just first and foremost, I mean, hopefully, they figure out they have a plan B in place just in case Bray's not good to go, because Bobby deserves to be on that show and that and stuff. But again, first and foremost, I could keep going on and on, but I know you two want to talk. I'm trying to keep and stuff. First and foremost, all right, Eli. I mean, LA. But just first and foremost, Well, if you quit doing that stupid ass shit.
What?
You stupid Cowboy fan.
What?
You heard me.
What?
But anyways, first let's get let's hope Bray gets the help he needs. And I'll leave it at that.
316 day. What? Joey K.
Y'all are fucking marks. It's all bullshit. So what if the guy takes off? So what if the guy fucking maybe like has turf toe? Really? We're gonna diatribe about mental health now for Bray Wyatt. He's probably at home fucking changing Huggies on the kid. Who the fuck knows? Any rumor with Bray Wyatt,
Joey K or Joey Case and Joey Case alone, and all the opinions of the Shoot and Shit crew.
Yeah.
Any Bray Wyatt news, I never take serious. All this, I mean, this is over the years of all the stories and the rumors and this and that. So until they say Mania is off for that match and rebook Lashley, which they would have to immediately do because there's no way they're going to pull Bobby Lashley off Mania. To be honest with you, Mania doesn't have as much.
I think they should just have Bobby Lashley have a match with his forehead and see what happens.
Bobby Lashley's open challenge.
So
got him go at it with that needle he's sticking in his arm all the time.
Jesus,
and let me ask, why are we saying it's like a mental health issue based off of what?
Just rumors. We don't know for sure. It's all rumors.
Yeah,
that's all speculation. It really is.
I think everybody wants to read into his character because he's never really deviated from a real fucking strange character on his social media presence from anything. I don't think anybody in the general public knows anything about Wyndham Rotunda. I think he's that private. He's that character where he's just like.
Do you want to know something about him?
He's like MJF. MJF doesn't fucking turn that character off.
Do you want to know about Wyndham Rotunda?
No.
I hear those Rotunda boys got DDJ Hog working over there.
He probably does, man. He's out there slinging Tampa dick left and right. But I just say like, so that's why I can't read into like the mental health stuff. I'm like, his social media presence has always been that creepy character. And then on top of that, who said it earlier? Heck, you can't trust Meltzer and his bullshit.
You can't trust Meltzer with anything.
That's fucking Mark 101. The book of Mark. Chapter 3, verse 16. Yeah.
Trust Meltzer.
Yeah, Mark 3:16 says I should stop listening to Meltzer. No, and like it's in all seriousness. If he is having an issue, of course, like his health is more important. Get the help he needs. But I just can't trust fucking Dick when it comes to any rumor about Bray Wyatt. He probably fucking had to. He pulled a hamstring dragging his giant dick around. I don't know. DDJ, tell me what that's like.
It cost him 3 knees. He knows more than enough on how that's like. Anyway, let's see. Where to transition from that giant dick? So I got it. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. Apparently no longer means a thing to the former Bella twins. We got an announcement that Brie and Nikki Garcia are no longer with the WWE. You like that, boys?
Yeah, it's good. That was really good.
Segue of the year.
What do we think about the new Garcia twins? Even though we know one of them for sure, his last name is Danielson.
You know what? They're gonna keep making their money and doing their thing. So you know what? No sweat. If it makes them happy, so be it.
Yeah, I don't really care about these two ratchet chicks, man. We can move on.
Damn. Quick shutdown by the boys.
I mean, what the fuck is loyalty anymore?
Yeah, what's the story?
Like,
I mean, I don't know what's really the story here. They're going by Garcia. They left the WWE.
That's the big
Yeah,
one.
they're
They
no
left
longer
the WWE.
affiliated with the WWE.
So
After having Total Bellas and all that shit, I guess it's going to be Total Garcias. And
are they opening a sister OnlyFans page? Is that why they had to leave? Did they realize that Mandy Rose is making more money than they both are together, selling that shitty wine and all that?
There's no way. There's no way.
Just be Daniel Bryan's wife and be quiet. She couldn't wrestle that well anyway.
Jesus. You're talking about
the fact that these two are even in the Hall of Fame is a fucking joke to me. But then again, they're probably in the honky tonk band wing.
Can we please one day revisit that fucking commentary from coked out honky tonk man at WrestleMania doing the commentary for the fucking gimmick battle royal or whatever the fuck it was?
Come on, man.
It is just,
I mean,
magical.
Come on, you guys got to understand, like, as grouchy as I am about shit, and I know that Joey K's the asshole, and I'm like the anti guy or whatever. I don't even know.
You're the old fart.
Whatever, dude. This old fart will still slap the shit out of you, dude. Chill out. My point is, how the fuck have we gone to a point where the Bella twins are a fucking highlight, a news note of the day? Like, it's all, like, who gives a fuck?
Everybody.
I don't understand. I just
you know what it is? It's because of how big they are in social media and their presence on, like,
they have a
Facebook,
following,
Twitter,
dude.
Instagram, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know we don't get it, but it's not for us. They don't market to us.
No.
We can look, but we can't touch. It's okay. Let's get off of that.
That's what they say about the hot one too. You can look, but you can't touch.
I don't.
My ass. Well, you guys now,
and think about this too. I'm just throwing this out there before we jump off this soapbox. These two bitches got a fucking A&E biography about them last year. Okay. Can you just please just for a second roll with me on my train of thought here. Okay. Randy Savage.
Get off my lawn.
Austin. Right? Hogan. Andre. The Undertaker. The Bella twins. Now, please explain that shit to me.
They're all Hall of Famers.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
I think you broke Sean. Hey, Giovanni, I think you broke Sean.
Boy, I'm so excited for A&E's next biography of fucking Hillbilly Jim. I can't wait.
Wait for
country
DDJ to go get his Hillbilly Jim t-shirt now.
Heartfelt 5-star performer Hillbilly Jim and the fucking Bella twins.
He's still giving his Hall of Fame speech.
The thoughts of the Silver Wolf, Sean Thomas, does not reflect all the thoughts of the Shooting Shit podcast.
And in other news, Nikki Bella bought a dress today. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a relatively slow news week.
It's a relatively slow news week. You know it wasn't relatively slow, though. It was all the responses we got to our Stirring Shit question of the week. DDJ, play that wonderful music.
Every Sunday, we post a question in our official Facebook group, and you guys give us some really good answers. And now it's time to read some of those answers and for the boys to give their answers on the official Shooting Shit Facebook question of the week.
Ah, love it. Makes me laugh.
It just gets worse and worse. I just figured it out.
What did you figure out?
No.
Figured
Go
what
with
out?
seriously. Follow my train of thought. When you recorded that, you weren't wearing pants, right? So that motherfucker just hit the floor.
No comment.
was probably pulling you down like off your chair, and that's why your voice was like that.
DJ, I
Well,
assume
you
your
guys are
pants are
awfully
made.
fascinated with my junk. You know that?
I'm just gonna say, I assume
slick you all are.
I assume that your pants are made in the fashion of like a construction crew that's gutting a fucking high-rise building. So your pants have like your regular 2 leg holes, and then you got that big fucking angled trash chute that fits down.
I've never seen him without suspenders on. I'm just saying he needs the extra help.
Dude, do you ever just stand in front of the mirror without your pants on and swing it? Like, just to see if you get like a pendulum.
I miss my mom and my daddy very much, but I am so glad my mom's not around to hear this stuff.
Yeah. I'm glad she's not here to either their Big Daddy Tool.
Yeah, well, you got that from your, not to fuck you up even worse, man, but you got that from your dad, and she was married to him, so I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't gonna go there, man. That's fucked up. That's a little fucked up even for me.
Oh shit! What was our question? Who had the question this week?
I had it.
So, like, when you do, wait. When you do that though in front of the mirror, do you get like rug burns halfway up, or is it just the tip?
You know what? Just so I can get my point across uninterrupted, mute.
You muted yourself, you Mark.
You're a fucking
God damn it.
Come on, man.
All right, get to the fucking question already.
Yeah, let's do the question. Come on, man. Quit dicking around. Let's go.
All right, you little dick.
No, dude, no. My dick is little. It just ain't Guinness size like yours.
Even a 757 looks little in the Grand Canyon.
No, I'm saying, brother.
Oh boy.
What was your question, DDJ? What did you want to know?
Well, I'd like to get it out without being interrupted.
That's what she said. Keep on going, buddy.
Hurry up, man. Quit fucking
Shut the
around.
fuck up, y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah.
He's from Texas. That's how much you pissed him off.
So my question this week is that by most fans, WrestleMania 17 is regarded as the best WrestleMania ever, which I'm in agreement with that. It's my personal favorite. But which WrestleMania do you feel is the most underrated one, and why? So we got some decent answers here. Our buddy Dwayne Hyatt mentioned 31 and 22, which are both, are pretty memorable. 22 being Chicago, 31 being when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank to win the title at Mania. Dave Canning, one of the 4 hosts of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, mentions, and this one actually his take on it's interesting because it's one of my least favorite Manias. He goes, WrestleMania 9 gets way too much flack. Take away the dumb decision to have Hogan win at the end and Taker versus the Giant Gonzalez, and it's a good, fun show. Hands down, the best set in Mania history, which I don't necessarily agree with. I mean, it was cool, but there's some way better sets. Mania 9 was awesome. And it's interesting because, yeah, I agree with his, take away Hogan winning at the end. That was stupid. And then, then the stuff with the Giant Gonzalez and the Undertaker, easily Taker's worst WrestleMania match. And I'm including that Hell in a Cell match against the Big Boss Man, which was better than WrestleMania 9. Let's see. Jonathan Gribble mentioned WrestleMania 8 being his go-to for star power, pacing, giant crowd, and amazing moments. I mean, you have Brett versus Piper when Macho Man won the World WWF Championship over Flair, and then the Ultimate Warriors return. And then last but not least, we have Michael Fox, not the Michael J. Fox, but Michael Fox. Wrote WrestleMania 2 was his go-to. While it wasn't the first to do the multi-arena show, each venue had a fantastic undercard and a main event and stuff. So, and then he mentions thinking about her makes me want Burger King and stuff. But I mean, when you think about it, the main event of I think New York was the boxing match with Mr. T and Piper. Chicago, I think, had made the main event. It was the Bulldogs versus the Dream Team for the tag titles, which was my favorite match from that. Then obviously you had Hogan and Bundy versus in the cage in LA. So a lot of interesting answers. For me, when I thought of this question, the one that come to mind, because I think this one is actually a really good Mania, but I don't think it gets a lot of love, and it should. I'm going with WrestleMania 7. Because when you think about it, it was one. I think it had a lot of matches, and a lot of them had some good stories going into it. Obviously, you had Hogan versus Slaughter in the main event. The whole Iraqi conflict going on. You had Warrior versus Savage. Whoever lost had their career would end, and that wound up, being the reunion of Randy and Elizabeth, which was probably one of the all-time great WrestleMania moments. Hell, you had the Legion of Doom destroying Power and Glory after Power and Glory cost them, a chance at the tag titles in that battle royal. You had Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick Martel, in the blindfold match with all that. I mean, there's just so many good stories going to that. I mean, you talk about the Boss Man with Bobby Heenan and so on and so on. But I just thought it's a fantastic Mania, and it's honestly, that one's in my top 5. Silver Wolf, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the mark. You might as well get your mark shit ready to go, because mine is actually 29, the New York, New Jersey show.
You motherfucker.
We have 2 Punk marks. I mean, what else are you guys gonna choose? Go ahead.
Living Color played live. It's my favorite.
I think one of the most underrated Taker matches at Mania, and one that doesn't get a lot of credit, is the Punk Taker match. I thought that was...
I'll agree with him there. I'll agree with you there.
I thought that at that time, because, Taker was kind of shaky. There was a couple of those in there, man, where he was showing up and he wasn't always in the best shape.
That was kind of like the start of, I guess you could say, his decline or whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like that was kind of the last, definitive from bell to bell. He was... that was a really good match, and you have the build up to that with Punk and Heyman coming out and stealing the, carrying the.
Right, and this was on the heels of Paul Bearer passing away.
Yeah, man. Yep. So that was like one of my all-time favorite Mania matches, not just because of Punk, but to get a match with Taker at Mania, that's a big deal, especially during that time period. And then the main event was the 1-year build between The Rock and John Cena. And
that was actually 28.
They wrestled at 29 too, right?
29 was the rematch when with The Rock, because The Rock went in as champion.
Okay. That match with Rock with the belt and Cena, like that passing of the torch kind of to Cena. And that's really kind of when we all knew Cena wasn't that guy anymore, as far as he was Cena sucks, let's go Cena, that guy. But I still, dude, I give Cena credit, because even though half the crowd was booing him, the guy still come out there and did his thing. Mark Henry beat the shit out of Ryback, and that's always a good day to see Ryback get his ass thumped. You also had Triple H and Brock Lesnar. And, that was, I enjoyed that a lot. And then I think the other one that was big for me was Team Hell No. The only one on the card that I really didn't give a shit about was Del Rio versus Swagger. I could care less about.
Yeah, that wasn't really meant. But I like how you mentioned Team Hell No, because that was such a great team. And then that actually was Big E's in-ring WWE debut, on the main roster. I mean, he'd been there, as Ziggler's bodyguard, but that was his first match. And you think about having your first match on the main roster at WrestleMania, that's a pretty daunting task.
Well, and then the Shield was on that card too, and I think they was Big Show and Orton and maybe Sheamus was.
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that's one of those that's kind of lost in the mix, because they were just starting to get too big at that point.
I'm actually gonna have to go back and watch that one, because
the ones that I feel like 29 was kind of like the end of that. We're gonna do 10 to 12 good solid matches, and this is what we're gonna have. And then after that, that's when shit started getting crazy, But I love that Taker Punk match. It's one of my favorite Mania matches all time.
Didn't whatchamacallit, the band, the name escapes me, who played Cult of Persia, didn't they play him to the ring at that one?
In Living Color, yeah, they played on stage as he was coming out live. Yeah, that was another reason why I liked it.
So, Hot One, what say you?
I mean, it's really not a debate for me. I go directly to WrestleMania 32. The boyhood dream, man. It's not only because it was held in my home state, because we just recently had the last WrestleMania as well, but this was the first time that I got to take my dad to an event. And
dude.
32.
I remember you telling me this story before.
Yeah, man. There was something about 32. Me and my dad seeing Zack Ryder win with his dad. That's a big time moment for us.
Yep. I remember you telling me about that.
Seeing The Rock out there, freaking awesome. I mean, I am a big AJ Styles fan. It was AJ's first pay-per-view match against Jericho.
That's right. Yeah, his first WrestleMania.
Yeah, his first Mania with Jericho. No, man. And to be honest with you, was Roman beat Triple H for the belt, but I mean, none of that really mattered. It was just the company, right? And being there with this guy who, honestly, growing up, we couldn't do a lot of this shit, right? We didn't do much of this, but we watched on TV. And to say, fuck, we're at the showcase of the Immortals,
right?
We're at WrestleMania, dude. This is it. We fucking made it.
That's cool.
That's
Next year. Was that the year that Rock came out and Austin and Hogan were all in the ring at the very, very beginning?
Yep.
No, that was 30. That was 30.
The Rock came out there and he had the match with Rowan.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing you're talking about was WrestleMania 30, but yeah, what he's talking about, he had the flamethrower and stuff, and then he beat Rowan in like 9 seconds or something.
Yep.
All right. Dude, that's a good moment, man. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Appreciate it.
All right, dude, did you go find you a different choice since I took yours?
No, he's about to double down.
All right, go for it.
No, I that was on my list for one of the most underrated ones, but I'm gonna go with my second choice. So, when you think about the early WrestleManias, what are out of the first 10? What are the three go-to most popular?
Three. Steamboat and Randy.
Yeah.
Andre.
I'd say 3, 7, and 8.
I would say 1, 3, 7.
I'm actually not a big fan of 1, and I'll tell you why.
It
was just an over glorified house show, and if you go back and watch that, and then
I get it, but to me, 1 is goated. Go ahead.
Typically, most people go 1, 3, 6 is usually up there a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, and the further we get away from those WrestleManias, the more it's just like those major ones just stand out even more.
Yeah.
But mine is actually WrestleMania 5.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
Listen to this card. You have Hercules and Haku in the opening match.
Yep.
The Twin Towers versus the Rockers. Brutus Beefcake versus Ted DiBiase. The Bushwhackers versus the Fabulous Rougeaus. Here's my underrated 5-minute gem of a match. Mr. Perfect versus the Blue Blazer, Owen Hart.
That was actually a good match.
We have Demolition versus the Powers of Pain, Dino Bravo, Ronnie Garvin, the Brainbusters versus Strikeforce, Jake Roberts versus Andre the Giant, the Hart Foundation versus Greg Valentine, the Honky Tonk Man, Rick Rude versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yep.
Bad News Brown, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We get an appearance by the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor, whatever. But we end up your main event, Hogan versus Savage. What the fuck? That is one of the most stacked fucking Mania cards ever. But
yeah, it is.
So many people, if you're in that zone, A lot of people jump to 6 because it's Warrior versus Hogan. It's fucking Sky Dome, blah, 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 blah.
That's when the Mega Powers imploded, right? 5 is when.
Correct.
The Black Eye.
Dude, that was a great build to that, too. I mean, they literally built that story for an entire year.
It was so fucking good. So, underrated WrestleMania 5.
I agree.
That was a good question. Who has question this week, fellas?
You
Is
do.
it me? Oh, it's
Yeah,
you.
too.
Yeah, it goes
Fantastic.
me, Dennis, you, and then Joey K finishes strong.
Well,
So like
good.
me and Joey K book in with the most comments, and then you two Giacomo's like throw your shit out in the middle.
Oh my God! You know what? Your head's better make you a bigger screen because your head's blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Not as big as yours, Magnum DDJ. But anyway, let's get a little tired of the WWE talk. Let's do a little bit of AEW, man. I think we wanted to hit Hangman and the Elite.
Do we?
Dennis did. Take it away.
I just thought it's interesting because it's one of the very few things that with the long-term storytelling, which seems to become a lost art in AEW. But I like how they're coming back full circle, the way that Dynamite ended last night with that that train wreck, and I say it in a good way with that main event, the 3-way trios match and stuff. And notice how nobody's rushing to help Sean right now if you're watching this on video and stuff. So, Sean, it was nice knowing you. We'll be holding open auditions for the Silver Wolf spot here shortly. But anyways, I thought it was interesting because, the Hangman, has history with the Elite and obviously still embroiled in the conflict with the Blackpool Combat Club, which I don't understand why they decided to turn these guys heel. But I just thought it was interesting because it's harkening back to, the early days of AEW when Hangman was part of the Elite and, the whole being the Elite thing. So that's why I just wanted to bring it up. Y'all don't want to talk about it? Look it, I don't care.
Sorry about that there, Goldfinger. I thought they would. Let's see.
I don't think there's anything else for fucking Hangman to do.
Did I nod off?
It's not long-term storytelling. It's like you don't have fucking anything to do for anybody.
That could very well be true. I can't argue with that.
Look at AEW's roster. Tell me one feud that would make money with Hangman right now. I'll wait.
Or the Elite.
Okay.
I think the Elite. If you bring I will say I will take you on the task on the Elite. I think the one feud that you could put the Elite in that will draw money for AEW is that if they bring back CM Punk and put him with FTR.
Yeah, that's the only way though that's going to happen is that they bring back a guy they absolutely fucking disgust. They hate each other. That's the only way they'll make fucking money. And I'm gonna throw this out to you, Chucklehead. You made your point. Now it's my turn. The fucking Elite. The reason why they're flipping them good guy is because nobody gives a fuck. We quit giving a fuck when all the Punk fucking all out brawl out shit happened. We quit caring. They came back. They've changed their fucking entrance. They've turned them. They went from a heel in 7 matches to a face, and they fucking did that just so, I don't know, they're their own bookers and they don't want to be seen as fucking douchebags, but you're douchebags. There's no way around it. You book yourselves into shit all the time. They're literally no different than Hogan and his creative control. I loved the match last night, and I like the trios thing with House of Black. And I think if you could do anything with those guys other than the fucking spot fest that they are, I mean, are they great individual, like a tag team? And Kenny Omega is hands down one of the greatest performers. I'm not trying to take that away from them, but the 3 of them together, it's like going to an Eagles concert. You're going to hear the same 14 or 15 songs, and you really, really like them. But when you leave, it's just an Eagles concert, man.
So let me, we're going to just do some quick fire AEW shit real quick. Stu Grayson welcome back to AEW. Apparently, he's back after figuring out that the Indies didn't want him.
Did anybody realize that he left?
Anybody realize who he is? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I know who he is. I just didn't realize he left. I just thought he was
fantastic.
EDJ, did you know he left? You're usually got your finger on the pulse of all this stuff.
Yeah, I knew he left. Or like they didn't choose to renew his
Well,
contract.
why didn't you tell anybody, man? This is your job. Fuck. I'm just kidding, buddy.
It's either on the pulse or
I was
up your
afraid
ass.
you were going to
bud.
interrupt me.
Oh, y'all leave him alone. You're making him upset. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
It's all right. He's just gonna go fucking drag his giant hog back up the stairs. Fuck those guys. Thump.
Do you tape sparklers to it on 4th of July and entertain the neighborhood kids?
Do you paint it orange at
Dude,
Halloween and take it out as a road cone?
That is so fucked up. I can't believe you said that, bro. Come on.
Oh wow, me. Okay. Further news. We look like we're gonna be getting that Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli feud in ROH. If you guys are watching the relaunch of ROH, it's been pretty decent actually. Past couple of episodes.
Which you should be. Yeah, throw it out there. I haven't watched this week's episode that came out earlier today yet, but last week's episode, and I was going to see if Joey K had a chance to see this. I don't know if he had or not, but they had a banger of a tag team match with Aussie Open against Rhett Titus and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. You guys need to go out of your way to find that match because that was a really damn good tag team match.
Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Dude, the quality of matches they're having on ROH is pretty
It's nuts, dude. It's amazing because it's been fucking awesome the past couple weeks.
Well, I mean, that's always been their go-to, man. They've always had awesome matches on that show for years. It's been that way.
It upsets me still because there's things that are missing and it doesn't quite feel right, but the matches are pretty fucking spot on.
Yeah.
So I'll give it that. The
The
fact that I couldn't go to a Ring of Honor show and bang on the metal panel until my fucking hand swells up and I can barely grip the steering wheel on the drive home, yeah, that disappoints me.
Yeah, thanks for putting our life in danger there, buddy. Appreciate that.
And one other thing, and I sent this to us in the show chat. There's apparently we're talking Ring of Honors are going around that we're going to get Wheeler Yuta defending the Pure title at Supercard of Honor against Shibata.
Basically, what happened is after Yuta's match, he says that he is not going to rest or some shit like that until he takes down the leader of the LA dojo.
Yep.
So it went out there. The challenge is out to Shibata. I think Wheeler said he's no longer the student. So now he's ready to take down
I feel
Shibata.
like he should be working out more. So it's talking as much shit as he's talking. Like I still 165 pounds.
Yeah, the kid could work though. I mean,
that's what
happens,
happens.
dude. I'm not saying that. Yeah, he can work. I love Wheeler. I like him.
but never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I don't want to get canceled. Well, yeah, no, dude. He's doing his best. Anyways, where am I?
Get canceled? He said. Since when is that a fucking concern on this show?
That's true. But no, dude. Real quick, Taya Valkyrie, welcome to AEW. She should have been there instead of her little stint in Impact. Hopefully they use her well.
I thought you were talking about her stint in NXT. I fucking hated that.
Oh yeah, no, it was horrible. But Frankie Moan,
dude, she was there for a fucking cup of coffee, man.
I understand that, man, but she had money there. AEW was offering her then.
Yeah.
And she made the decision to go to NXT. And that was right when wasn't that right when Triple H got sick or whatever?
Yep.
So she looked good, man. She looked good last night.
Frankie Monet didn't work out, but Mercedes Monet did. So it all works out.
And I kind of liked how they did. They brought her on because everybody was speculating she was going to be the one that wrestled Jade, in that open challenge. But they brought back Nicole Matthews, who I believe hadn't wrestled with something issue with a work visa or something like that because she's from Canada, and she unfortunately got squashed. But then the reveal I thought that was just pretty well done because it was like, everybody expected Taya to be the one that wrestled Jade last night.
Yeah, and that's another thing that we could talk about AEW's PR blitz of the fucking, open challenge Canadian match, and then they fucking squash some girl in 7 fucking seconds. I mean, what the fuck is that shit?
It was for Taya. It was her build-up. Nobody cared about the.
I understand that, man. But what happened was they were going to put Taya in there to begin with, and everybody figured it out. So he's like, okay, well, let's do this. Good
Buddy,
job, Tony. Do another bump.
Let's be nice.
Nope.
Well, we're going to transition to something else that DDJ wanted to talk about. So, Firehose, take it away when it comes to WWE 2K23.
Well,
Ladder 49. Ladder 49.
Is that Duke the Dumpster Hosey? I see.
No, it's the Big Valboski.
DDJ, friends don't do it to friends.
Come on, that's like my fucking 4th one of the night, guys.
Oh, you're on fire, yeah.
You're on fire. Here, let me hose you down.
Whoa. Hey.
Come on, man.
That's like
an
us
go
thing,
get my
dude.
garden hose.
Come on,
It's
dude.
not really cool when you do it.
That's a little crass.
Yeah.
That's
back
a
it
us
up.
thing.
This is a family show.
Kids watch this show.
Let's back this up.
Wait. You're saying this is a family show?
Jesus Christ, DDJ.
Dude, what kind of fucking family are we talking about here?
So disappointed in you right now. Go ahead and talk about WWE 2K23.
Fucking mouth
Well,
on it, man.
I know.
Again, before a little bit of a peek behind the curtain, we usually like to talk, for a little while before we start recording. And before Joey K come on, Javon and I were talking about the game and stuff. And of course, Joey K turns off his camera. Sean's left, although I see him coming back or whatever. But we talk about the game, the game and stuff because Javon, you got it, and I want you to take a couple minutes here in a bit to talk about your thoughts on the game and stuff. But wrestling and video games, they've been around for almost 40 years now, going back to the days of the Commodore 64 and the NES and stuff. And it's just pretty amazing how realistic these games are, especially with like say last year's 2K22 being one of the best WWE games in a while. And believe, Jovan, you said that this one here is better than last year's.
Yeah, man. I put in maybe 3 or 4 hours on it. So no, I put in about at least 8. And sadly, none of that was used in my Rise at all. I think I'm only, couple of maybe an hour into my Rise, but I've been stuck playing matchups, man. Going through and playing with some of the new characters. You got a lot of new people that are in the game. Cody Rhodes is in the game.
Isn't it ironic that the WWE beat AEW in having Cody Rhodes in a video game, and this AEW game has been in development since basically the onset of the company?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on that one there, Joey Ryan. You're right. But
Joey Ryan?
Yeah, the dick flip guy. Get it? Anyway.
Oh God. Don't ever associate me with that that guy because
allegedly, once again, we don't want to get
sued. Dude, you really got to look up the definition of that word. You're you're not using it correctly.
I'm trying to keep us safe from legal issues. Anyways,
you're a fucking idiot.
It's the whole point, dude. But no, honestly, the game is awesome. War Games is everything you could ever want and more. I did play an extreme long game of War Games with the Bloodline against KO, Sammy, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins because nobody else made sense. Dude, it's just awesome. The game itself, it has small improvements from last year, but the small things really start to add up. Whether it be like the fans cheering for Seth Rollins or doing his music when he's coming down, to the new animation for having to kick out, or just the small things like the ref selling bumps if you accidentally hit that MFer. It's a lot of small things, like I told DDJ, that really add up. And to give you an idea with my Rise, and this is something that'll be helpful to all you guys on day one. My Rise has 2 options. You can go the legacy route, or you can go the lock route. The legacy route is the Divas route. That is it's not even Divas. It's the women's route now. That's the lady you're supposed to like. Ant was an all-time fan favorite legend, and you're starting to cut your teeth in the business. That's the ladies route. If you want to go the guys route, that's called the lock. You're supposed to be the next big thing. You're the guy. You're the future prospect. You are
Brock Lesnar.
the lock, basically. But yeah, no, it's been really fun, dude. I put in a good couple of time in there. Definitely, if you were one of those guys who are like, oh, I don't want to get the game because it's not going to be different from last year. The differences there make it feel like a different game from last year. So if you game, it's a good idea. It's a good little heads up.
Jovan, what system did you get it for?
The PS5.
That's actually I should have my copy on Saturday. So our shooters out there who have PS5 and play online, let us know. We'll game with you guys.
Hell yeah! Look for me. Same thing as my Twitter handle, DFW Chairman. Hell, WWE 2K23 and Borderlands 3 is what I've been killing up lately. So if you see me on there, add me. We'll play some games. But
I'm on the PlayStation Network as Nintendo 41880.
Yeah, we'll have to put that in the comments because that's a fucking hard thing to remember. Wow. You don't game at all, Joey K, I'm guessing?
Fucking Christ.
Not as much anymore.
When Sean gamed, it was a cup and a ball, and you had to get the cup in the ball. It was real hard as shit, but he was good at it, I heard.
And you can tell I'm so fucking crushed that I didn't keep up with it.
He remembered playing the original Pong back
because
in the day.
Pussy and money isn't as much fun, apparently.
Yeah, he was playing with something very different back in the times when we were playing with video games, and yeah. Anyways, not to get too much in.
I have no idea what you two fucking dorks were doing back then. I ain't got a clue.
It's probably a sparkle in my daddy's eye. But you know what today is, gentlemen, and we're going to wrap on this. Austin 360.
Sponsored by GameStop and...
Hey, dude.
I was one of their managers for years.
Yeah. Really?
You're a GameStop manager?
I was.
That's a separate episode.
You know how excited he got, dude?
I know.
No, I was shocked.
I said, elephant cock, child's eyes.
Well, that's because with great power comes great responsibility. You can't give that to everybody.
Does the PS cord ever... Is your remote cordless? Like your gaming remote cordless?
Yes.
I mean, how many times did your dick get tangled up in that fucker before you spent the money to go cordless?
It happened again. It looked like a bad guillotine attempt.
I'm starting to wonder what 4K actually means.
Yeah. DDJ, hey, I don't even want to say it. I feel bad.
Okay, I feel for real. That sounded a lot worse than I wanted it to. I love both of you very much, and it's all right that you're both man-childs who still play video games, and you're encouraging young people to log on and play with you. I think that's awesome.
All power to you guys. You have the time and dick enough to play games as much as you want. I'm glad.
No, I don't.
Also, coming soon, DDJ's new gamer tag, One Man Hang.
The real Hangman DDJ.
Oh my god, dude. I am making that fucking t-shirt. And I'm gonna wear it that weekend. When we show up, I'm just gonna walk in and be like, "What's up, bitch?" Bam! One man hang.
Dude, what's my count up to now?
I'm gonna wear an elephant t-shirt, and you guys are the only ones.
At this point, Joey K, you're just digging in body shots. It's just like right to the fucking liver, bro. I'm killing this guy.
But
oh boy,
as I'm a businessman, I keep it in theme with the show.
Get us back on track, please.
It is Austin 316 day. We're going to wrap up real quick with our favorite Austin matches. Let's not try to get too long-winded on it, meaning don't rehash your idea 5 times. Just get it out there, throw it in the universe, let it roll so we can go to final takes. Who wants to start?
Sean's pointing up at me, so I guess that means I'll start up.
I think he was wanting to start.
About you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were pointing at me. Sean, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was pointing at you to go ahead.
Okay.
My point was I think he was talking about you. That's what he was trying to.
Whatever. I'll let him have his moment.
Lon John Silvers, let's go.
Yeah, dude, well, you're such an ass, dude. Why are you so mean? You shouldn't be picking on him all the time, man. Fucking settle down.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
So for me, I'm gonna name 3 quick matches. 2 of them are actually from his time in WCW, because I think his time in WCW is vastly underrated. He was a very damn good wrestler back then. But I'm gonna go with War Games '92. I'm also gonna go with I believe it was at Bash at the Beach '94. He had a really good match with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for the United States Championship. And then just probably the match with Brett at WrestleMania 13.
Iconic. Yeah, it's iconic, man.
I was actually there for that one, too. I got to see that match live. So,
awesome.
All right, who wants to go next?
Looking at one of the
I was going to say, yeah, I'll do it. I loved his match with Sandman at ECW. He only had the one when he was like spitting beer on him and shit. Anything that he did with Brian Pillman as the Hollywood Blondes was just fucking gold, and I really, really wish that he could have done more of that. I mean, I understand like he went on to have a pretty great career. If they'd have stayed together, we probably would.
That wasn't him though. That was WCW's booking.
Yeah. Dude, there were so many of his matches, and I was such a huge Steve fan that I really can't pick just one match. One moment that stands out the most, obviously, is when he beat Shawn for the title. Like, I think that was big. But I think it was the pay-per-view right before that. They had was it a 4-man between him? I can't remember who was on his team, but they fought DX without Shawn. Big Dick,
No Way Out?
No Way Out. He comes in there, dude. There's just 8-man. There was a couple spots in that match, dude, where he was just. But everything Steve did in that era was gold. The things that I remember most though were some of those promos he did, and I'll never forget the first initial interaction with the Nation, where he, at that point they were kind of booking the Nation as like they were like the Black Panther, against the system thing, and he did that promo where it ain't a black thing and ain't a white thing, it's a me kicking your ass thing. And just some of the stuff that Steve was dropping at that time, dude, was just pure fucking gold. I don't know that there's ever been a time in wrestling that I was more tuned in to what a guy was doing than then, because I had followed him from World Class when he had the long hair and the fucking ugly multicolored long tights and shit, when he had the first feud with Chris Adams and stuff. I just remember him getting Rookie of the Year, and then just from that point on, I was a Steve Austin fan. I didn't care where he went or what he was. Even dude, I was even a Ringmaster fan. I didn't care as shitty as that gimmick was, because it was Steve. So the man literally changed professional wrestling and the way we see it now. I mean, it went from Hogan, in my opinion, to what Hogan was doing in the WWF to Steve.
And if you're throwing moments out there, and then let Joey K and Javon get their stuff in, you got to talk about when Austin won King of the Ring, because that's when everything changed.
Oh, Corey. Yeah, man. I mean, that promo set him up. And it's so weird how shit works out, because that was supposed to be Triple H.
Yep. So,
and and even Hunter or even Paul Levesque said that it wouldn't have mattered if I would have won that like I was supposed to. I wasn't cutting that promo. You know what I mean? Like, he literally was a made man. Mm-hmm. Once he threw out Austin 316, says, I just kicked your ass. That was it. Yep. It was over, man. He had a rocket tied to his ass, and he was going straight to the top. And God, I mean, it was a short time there, man, but goddamn, I loved every second of it, and still live vicariously. I'll pull some of that old shit up just to watch it.
All right. How about Joey K? Who wants to go next?
I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I'll do it. I mean, what the fuck? Anything from June of 96 to fucking 2001. Take your pick. Yeah. Fucking moments, matches. Yeah. Just fucking stomp into the ring in the last 10 minutes of fucking Raw.
Yeah.
beating the shit
Visiting
out of
McMahon in
everybody.
the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, like, fuck, who cares? As long as Austin was on fucking Monday night, who gave a shit? You know, like it was gonna be watched and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Stunning Steve in the fucking WCW, man. God damn, that WCW early 90s mid card was fucking fire.
Dude, so many of those guys moved on to WWF. Man.
Fucking DDJ is gonna love it. Fucking the Dangerous Alliance was like probably one of the fucking best factions of all time. Fucking Austin, like phenomenal there. The fucking Hollywood Blondes.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. If you sit there now and go, wow, they had fucking Brian Pillman and Steve Austin in a tag team together as fucking heels.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been the fucking greatest tag team of all time. I mean, they had fucking absolute gold. The short little bit of shit he did in ECW, you know, fucking getting fired from fucking WCW. Paul calls
Monday
him up.
Night Quill.
Yeah. Paul calls him up. What are you doing? Sitting at home drinking beer. Okay. You want to come to TV? Come on out.
Help, Paul Bars busted up.
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
Steve-a-mania.
And honestly, no bullshit. How about fucking WrestleMania last year?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Sure.
It was never going to be a fucking classic because Austin from fucking 95 on, 96 on, was never a technical wrestler again.
Yeah.
And I use that term loosely even than pre, but still. But you got a fucking street fight that was like, holy shit, he could still go.
Yeah.
And
it's like
the
they brought the
rumors,
grocery store to the fucking arena. And, you know.
yeah, and hey, and if the rumors
Oh,
stay
mine.
true,
Price check on a dumbass.
Yes.
Aren't the rumors still around that he might be at Mania this year again too?
Yeah.
There's
They keep
rumors that it
going
might
out
be
there,
him in LA Knight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're what? 2.5 weeks out, 3 weeks out from Mania?
2 weeks from Saturday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we got time for it.
Yeah.
We might have another fucking classic because, hey, you know, underrated is talk about somebody who's underrated on the main roster right now. Fucking LA Knight.
Thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I love dudes that get themselves over. He's doing the fucking yeah, and it's catching on. I love fucking dudes who do that.
simple.
I love the Cesaro section. That fucking homegrown fucking shit, man. That you know the company doesn't give a fuck. The company could care less.
Yeah.
They're not pushing him, so he's getting his own shit over. Dude, LA Knight, man. Fucking
He keeps doing what he's doing, man. It's gonna catch on, and he's gonna be
it is
where the guys win. It's been that way too.
every fucking week. I mean, talk about a dude, who has to literally prove himself every time he shows up somewhere.
Everywhere he goes.
But he fucking does. But he does it.
Yeah.
You know? I love it, dude. Every week you hear him, he's doing the fucking and you hear more and more of the fucking crowd doing it.
Yep.
And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's very rocky, very rock like kind of not. He's not trying to be the Rock, but just he has what Rock had.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and-
I'm gonna get over no matter. I don't care what you think or what your opinion is of me. You're gonna end up hating me, and then you're gonna fucking cheer me.
dude,
That's what I feel about him.
he's the guy when they talk about, like, I know The Rock says this, Austin says this, you know, it's you just turned up to 11.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, if you want to see anybody on the main roster who's that dude, but just turned up to 11, that's fucking LA Knight.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what gets you over. That's why you get guys like The Rock or Austin.
He's still kind of looking for it. Like there's going to be little tweaks to that game or what he's got going on, because he's still doing like the matching leather jacket and that whole thing, the way, you know, and all that. So you're going to start seeing a little bit. Once you start seeing a little bit more of who he really is,
Yeah,
that's when it's really going to get hot.
All right. I have nothing more to add to Austin besides being a Texan and loving everything that he's done, from his in-ring career to Stone Cold IPA to fucking Broken Skull Ranch to whatever the fuck podcast he's doing. I love Austin. We've said it all. We even transitioned to LA Knight for a second. So yeah, it's time to get to the final thoughts. Who wants to start?
I'll go.
What?
So my final thought is this is a little bit of a public service announcement for those of you who ever decide to want to take a night, go out with your friends or your loved ones and stuff, and go to the bowling alley.
Oh.
There's this little thing called bowling etiquette, and I'm sure we all. What is that?
Doing the spray smell good for the wrestling fans who don't know what that is. It makes you
Dude,
smell
is this
good when you
another one of
spray
your
it.
Be Better things, like your shopping cart at Walmart or your Amazon packaging? Shit?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
All right, man.
Here we go.
Thing, baby.
Bowling etiquette with DDJ.
Let it roll, butthole.
God, it'd be a miracle if I could get through one of my thoughts without you jerk offs interrupting me.
Yeah.
You have a hard enough time on your own.
Whatever. Anyways, so this past weekend, me and the wife and the kid went out with me and Sean and my friend Patrick and his wife and their daughter. Nice night out. Let the kids have fun bowling. We get to hang and talk with them and stuff. So we got our lane, and next to us they put this foursome. They were probably, I don't know, I don't know if they were like Russian. They had some kind of European. They're very European. The way they talk, their language, their accent stuff, very European. I'm all about having a good time, that kind of thing.
Did they have any "fuck Ukraine" T-shirts on or anything like that?
No. Can I please get to my thought? So
yeah, buddy. Yeah.
So so basically, you go up to bowl. The proper etiquette, if someone's ready, looking like they're ready to throw, you wait until they throw before you throw. These people obviously did not know bowling etiquette, because I'd get up there going to throw. Next thing you know, I'd see out of the corner of my eye someone right at me, just running right up and throwing their ball down the lane. You know what? Whatever and stuff. But also, too, part of bowling etiquette, making sure that you're not screwing around with the bowling balls and doing something stupid like dropping a bowling ball on a table full of glasses and stuff that, like, when, the bowling ball falls on it, they shatter the glasses. And thank God neither my son nor Patrick's daughter were in the area where they could have gotten cut, because then there would have been a huge problem. Now, to the credit of these people who were seated next to us, they were very apologetic. They actually bought us a round of beer and got us some chips and salsa. So that kind of softened the blow a little bit. But just, guys, if you're out bowling, it's all about having a good time and stuff, but just practice proper bowling etiquette.
Do better. But we don't know what bowling etiquette is in their country, man.
Do better, middle America, at a bowling alley on a Thursday night, you fucks.
Saturday night, this was a Saturday night.
Fucking whatever, dude. Whatever weeknight you decide to have your fucking little get-together outing, middle America, you fucking non-pro bowlers, fucking losers.
Where the fuck is there still a bowling alley open, though? Fucking shit.
Dude, there's tons of bowling alleys around where I live. So
next, do you use your third arm for the extra push, or do you just leave it alone?
Do you have to rent 3 shoes?
You just stick it in your back pocket, right? Hey, where'd he go?
trying to hide that stolen time. Right? Anyway, I'll give my final thoughts, and we can all fuck off.
I feel like he's a little sensitive tonight. Is he?
He is.
He is. Must have got caught in the zipper again. Go ahead, Joey K.
My final thought is, fuck this NCAA bracket.
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ. This is my worst day one of fucking all time.
Yeah.
Hey, do better, Arizona.
Dude, Arizona
better,
loses in the first
Virginia.
round every other year. I don't know why you fuckers don't realize that shit.
But to Princeton, bro?
To Princeton?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Get
fuck
the
yeah. Go back and
fuck
look
out.
at Arizona's history in the NCAA tournament. They have lost more in the first round than any other fucking established team in the country.
Well,
It's
they
happened like
continued it.
fucking 5 or 6 times where they've lost in the first round.
Sean, will you let DDJ get? I mean, the Joey K get
I'm
his
sorry,
start
Ken.
out.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's a fucking shit show today. I mean, my bracket was done game fucking 1. like came out the gate, dude, couldn't even fucking enjoy the fucking second game because I was like, well, I'm fucked. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, it was fucking ugly today. Taking grenades. Hey, everybody, look out for your degenerate gambling friends because they're probably hanging at the end of a fucking phone line right now. Jesus Christ. Good luck to everybody else who didn't fucking kick the fucking can today. Jovan, on life support down there. I mean,
he's trying to gamble his way to a fun weekend in May.
Dude, this was not the fucking year to do that.
Let me tell you something real quick. I'm gonna piggyback on your fucking hot take with my hot take.
Brother.
To the National Basketball Association and your pussy ass referees and your bitch ass calls. Fucking me out of $500 because Desmond Bain fucking cuts left and hits a dude in the nuts who was trying to freaking charge him up. And the guy fucking pulled his legs that way to take a charge. But Bain was cutting and he hits him in the nuts and you fucking eject him for that shit? Are you fucking serious? I needed 2 goddamn assists for a $500 payout. And you sorry motherfuckers threw him out of the game. That's the difference between $500 and $30, kids. Getting 6 right or getting 5 right. Bullshit. Bullshit. And doubling down on fucking godly, what's his name? I was so mad. I've forgotten. Capella, you fucking bum. You fucked me this whole fucking week, you fucking bum.
So the rest of us here at Shootin' Shit would like to take this moment to say, if you or your loved ones or someone you know does have a gambling problem, there is help. You can reach out to the National Council on Problem Gambling at 1-800-522-4700. Write that down, Jovan.
Look here.
And we'd also like to introduce our new sponsor, DraftKings.
To all my gamblers out there, fuck that shit. You guys know when a good hit's a good hit. But I'm gonna tell you this: don't do it to yourself.
You fucking degen.
Don't ever take Capella with the over ever again, because that fucking bum sucks. Don't ever in your life play the Joker to play assist, because the ball hog doesn't fucking pass it. And here's a free one: anytime you have fucking Steph Curry under 30, you take that bitch with something that might happen, maybe 3 points from a player that pretty is good at hitting them, so you make some cash to cover your losses when bums like fucking Bain, Desmond Bain, and Capella go out there and fuck your whole life up. So yeah, that's all I got.
Well,
we're just all over the place tonight.
Yeah, we were.
Also, don't bet on golf. Golf is like the stupidest thing ever.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I have no idea.
On golf,
bet on golf.
I have no idea what the fuck any of it meant, but I took somebody birdie or matchup, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go under because it was a fucking 0. So I'm thinking, dude, 0 on birdie or matchup. There's no way you're not gonna have a birdie on your whole matchup, and the guy sucked ass the whole day. So yeah, I don't know. And don't forget, kids, when you're gambling on the sports books, whenever they do the bumps, meaning you saw a guy listed at 3.5 10 minutes ago, and now he's listed at 4, go under, because they got a lot of bets at that 3.5. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What are you apologizing for? Interrupting your own thought?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Silver Wolf. I'm done.
Dude, it's been a weird week for me. I'm going to be completely honest. And the funny thing is I'm about to say something really nice to DDJ, and he's been a dick all night, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway.
Excuse me?
Hey, man. And I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. This is my thought. I didn't interrupt you.
Excuse me?
When his hand goes up, your mouth goes closed.
As many times as you've interrupted me, you're going to have the gall to say, I've been a dick all night?
Dude, I got to get to bed. Can I do my thing?
Can he do his thing so you can go to
Can I do
sleep,
my
Dick
thing,
Dick
bro?
Johnson?
Have at it, buddy. Have at it.
Fucking rude, man. You're just rude.
It's a nice shirt he's wearing, though. He's rude, though.
I like that shirt, though.
Yeah.
I hope to have one myself in 2 to 3 months. he's scamming.
Get the QR
right,
code
dude.
to get you buy your own.
All right, so all bullshit aside. So I know some of you guys know that I coach girls basketball, and I have been for a couple of years now. And this year we've actually we're 9-0 undefeated going in with 3 more weeks to go, and then into the tournament. Our average score winning points has been like 22.
Hey, Sean, I'm gonna let you finish, but
Yeah.
I need you to throw one of those games, buddy. I need a good bracket breaker on some of these bets.
Not gonna happen, brother. You don't fuck with an undefeated season, dude. You just don't do it.
Go ahead, 16-0.
I just last year was a pretty good year for me because I got to coach my daughter, and she's moved on to high school this year. And quick shout out to her real quick. She had her first track meet yesterday, and because of her time, she got invited to an invitational this weekend where she's running the 4x400 relay.
Awesome. Hell yeah!
So Sophia's kicking ass, and I'm super proud of her. And I'm also proud of my girls, man. I mean, we're going into the last few weeks of a long season, and they've been playing hard, and just had some situations where we got a team that we've in the past they've handled us pretty well. I mean, like they put a 30-point whooping on us last year, and I knew going into the season my girls were going to be tough. I got a girl that's about to be 14 years old, man, that in 4 years' time will be playing Division I basketball somewhere, and that's not an exaggeration. She legit is D1 material at her age.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
She's one of those kids that she's so good at what she does that you just don't realize what you're looking at until you sit back and realize, Jesus Christ, she's that good. And we've been having a good time. Now, myself, it's not been as much fun because I really thought this year my hassles was going to be parents and playing time with 17 girls that went out for the team. And oddly enough, every girl I have on my roster's got playing time in pretty much every single game. We're having a good time. Then now we're dealing with this coach from another team that's also the athletic director and president of the league. And we got an email this week saying that after we had put a 38-8 drubbing on him a week ago, that he was basically telling us that he is contesting our referees. And if we use the same referees in the tournament when he shows up that we're hosting in our school, that they're not going to play. This is the same guy, like I said, who ran the score up on just about every team that they played against last year. They had a couple of Country Hills, a couple of AAU girls on their team that they had granted scholarships to. And this once again is junior high ball. And this guy is granting scholarships and bringing in ball players to his team. Well, everybody else is aged out. So we're at that point where we got a lot more 8th graders. Our girls are bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, and they've been playing together under the same system for about 5 years now. And I'm not blowing my own horn, but there's 2 things I feel I'm pretty knowledgeable about, and one of them is pro wrestling, and the other is basketball. It's probably the only thing that I've ever been good at. And stepping on that court is about the only time in my life where anything has ever fucking made sense to me. Everything off the court, I never could get it right. I always fucked it up. I never could handle it, which is why I went through all the addictions and stuff like that. But on the basketball court, I don't know, man. I knew what I was doing there. Like, it made sense to me. shut everything off and just walk onto a basketball court. And it was a lot of the reason why, even though we moved so much as a kid growing up, I found a way to, walk into a new school every year. Literally every year I went to school. I was at a different school, sometimes 2 schools in the same year, that every time I walked on a basketball court and there was a game on, I knew I could walk on and make friends doing that. Doing my best to try to enjoy this and have fun with it, but it's just hard when adults get in the way and just petty shit. Like, dude, you just can't handle losing. So now you're changing the rules. It kind of makes me feel like these politicians who can't get their people elected, so they start making voting right laws. So it's harder for you to vote, not come up with a better platform to push or be a better candidate or a better agenda or actually work for the people. And it was just a rough day, man. It was a rough day. I got pretty angry, and I haven't been, and you guys see me worked up, but I haven't been this angry in a very, very long time after we received this email where this guy who is the AD, the president of the league, and the coach at the school has pretty much changed the entire ruling system for what's going on in basketball, to the point now where I have had to contact our principal. The principal's reached out to their school. And more than likely, this is our last year in the league. We're going to end up leaving and going IESA, which is a better competition and a better branch and more opportunities for my girls. So it's very cool that our principal stood up and had our backs and stood up for us. And going into this tournament, my intent is to win and win by a significant amount, but also do it with some kind of grace and dignity and not be petty and angry and just start drumming people, because there's a way to win and there's a way to lose, and there's the right way to do it. And I'm trying to teach these guys the right way to do all these things. But my point personally was, it was one of those days that was so overwhelming that I was pretty much in bed by 8:30. I was just so fucking done with the day, man. And I struggle. My problem with coaching isn't coaching. I love coaching. If I could just walk in, coach the games, and leave, I'd be fine. But I struggle in certain areas as far as I do struggle. I know this is surprising, but I struggle with social anxiety, especially if it's at a place where I don't feel comfortable. Like wrestling shows, we're all degenerates and nerds and beer drinking idiots who like seeing people hit with chairs and barbed wire and all that bullshit. There I feel comfortable, and I don't have any problems. But in the arena of walking into a private school and going from an unknown face in the crowd who's just there to pick up his kid to now I'm Coach Sean and everybody wants to talk to me after the game, and I got parents touching me and patting me on the back, and it's just not it's just not something that I deal well with. So yeah, I got home that night, was in bed, was pretty well spent for the day. And the one person who reached out was Chucklehead up there, just checking on me to see if I was okay. And it meant a lot to me because it was a tough day, man. It was just a tough day. And so I hope, as much shit as I give him, and you two, both of you, that I hope that there's people out there that are walking around, at least they have a DDJ in their life, in some shape or form, just a friend that for whatever reason is just going to pick up the phone and be like, dude, are you okay? Because I wasn't, but I knew I was going to be. But just the fact that somebody out there gave a shit made me feel a lot better. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I know we give you shit and we tease you, but none of us are together without you. I don't meet Jovan without you. I don't meet Joey without you. So thank you very much for being my brother and being my friend. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate it.
You are welcome. And I got one more thing I want to say to that. How much lip balm did you use there just now to kiss my ass as much as you did?
God. Hey, back off.
No, and seriously, in all In all seriousness,
DDJ, real quick.
Okay,
real
hold on,
quick.
dude. I take it all back. Fuck you.
Oh, now,
no,
gentlemen,
I
hold
had
on.
to get that
dude,
in.
you fucked it up. You
Because
fucked
you
it
know
up.
what?
You fucked it, Donna. You fucked it up.
No,
now.
no,
You fucked it
no.
up.
No, hold on.
There's
hold
no
on.
way
as
you're
much-
getting a sentence
hold
out
on,
without me interrupting you. No, it's not gonna happen.
As much
Stop.
as much
Nope,
shit
nope,
as
nope.
you guys have given me,
Nope.
I have the
Hold on,
right.
back up,
Thanks to the ladies in accounting and the fuckheads in the fucking catering.
Dude, I wish I had control
Shout
of
out
the
to
backstage.
DJ gamblers.
I would have rolled the freaking Edison music already. I don't have control right now. But no, Emperor Palpatine down there just spilled his heart out and DDJ turned heel. So that was great.
Get on you. That was the most sentimental shit. And he was like, how much lip balm did you use to kiss my ass? All right, McMahon, calm the fuck down.
In all seriousness,
It's not as much Vaseline as you use to stroke that big fucking cock of yours, I guarantee you.
You know what? I deserve that one.
Yeah.
Okay, but in all seriousness, before we say goodbye, you know what? You know, Sean, and what do I always tell you? That's just how I am with my friends.
And I appreciate it.
If Joey K and Jovan were the same, I would do that for you guys in a heartbeat as well too.
Dude,
and in fact, I think I have.
You always do.
Yeah.
You're always the fucking first one to reach out, man. That's why we love you.
That's
why we love you.
That's right.
We make fun of you so hard, but we're literally making fun of your gigantic fucking hog.
I know.
Like,
who else
it's
does
not
that?
like we're like, oh, hey, this guy's got a fucking little tuna can over here. No, we're like, this guy's got a fucking like a chunk of timber hanging down, like he's carrying and training to go to the goddamn Highland Games. Okay.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan over here just carrying wood.
Wait, what did you say?
Hacksaw Jim Luggan is more like it.
I thought you said Duggan.
That's like 7. That's fucking 7.
Oh, play the music.
The veins in that motherfucker's like a
wait,
oil.
Joey K stole that line. Your usual ending spiel.
Huh?
Oh yeah, no, I like the way he did it. You know, we thank the ladies in payroll. We thank the jobbers and ham and eggers out there at catering. Thank the Prawners Broadcasting Network for putting us on most of the time.
Did you say Prawners?
Prawners?
I said Johners Broadcasting Network. Fucking open your ears. Thank you to all you guys for making it this long with us.
He's always got to interrupt you, bro.
I know. We love you guys. Hopefully
they don't respect you're the Steve Harvey of the group, dude. You're the Steve Harvey.
They don't.
Steve
Show
Harvey
me the music.
Oh boy. Steve Harvey sucks as a Family Feud host. Good night.
We can't end on a Steve Harvey shot, dude.
Kind of a dick move up there, DDJ.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show on YouTube. And find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. And thank you so much for watching.